Wait, a lot of Chinese car, right? When you walk near the car, they will do something. Either they light up. This one I noticed when I walk near. See, these lights turn on, and just now the screen sort of like. But must I press this button? Must I? Okay, guess I have to. I'm so spoiled now by all the modern Chinese cars that they just automatically unlock whichever door you are in proximity of when you have the keys in your pocket. Perhaps there is a setting over there. I'll look through it later. Okay, let's go to a brighter place to look at the car. One thing I like, this is a cue from Volkswagen. When you turn the steering wheel, there's some side lights that light up. I turn now, see that? Yeah. As I unwind the steering wheel, it will go off. See that? Yeah. There you go. That's nice. Damn, it's so easy to drive these cars. Alright, let's look through the interior. Now, I'm sure I'm not the first one to review the car because many reviews have come out, but I have to say, man, the interior is exceptionally well built. Right, everything is soft touch. This is soft touch. Soft touch, soft and plush. These are really nice materials. There are no sharp edges anywhere. You know, like those molding sharp edges. None of that. None of that. Right. Even this part, they put a little cover. Usually when they mold the door cut, they have the lines running through. BYD cared to put a softly shaped plastic covering it all the way so that you don't touch the molding part. And then it's rubberized in there. Rubberized mat here as well. The stitchings are nice. This is how you open the door. One time to unlock, second time to open the door. Yeah, here you can see a little bit of gap that where you can see this is what we look for, you know, when you want to see, oh, how extremely well fitted it is, and then this is where it shows you, okay, I spot one, you know. But other than that, it is literally, you see, they spend money here. There's no need to have a little satin chrome strip over here, but they do it nonetheless. It makes the whole door cut looks extremely beautiful. This looks very Infinity, huh? All right. The armrest is full length long, you know, so it is comfortable. But when you're driving, because the steering wheel is a little bit smaller for what the car is. Now, if this is a sporty car, I don't mind a small steering wheel. This steering wheel, if it were probably half an inch more, which makes it 1 inch more, you know, it will be nice. You see, I am 5'11". Okay, my arms are not exactly short. It's perfect if I can rest my elbows here and comfortably grab it. This one is like, it's exactly what I said, it's half an inch, but these are observations again, not a deal breaker, okay? And the steering wheel is really nice, the leather is soft, the materials are fantastic, the buttons are fantastic, and it's just lovely. Please remove the protective film before using. Should I? Should I? Maybe I should, right? Because this is, they need to remove it later on anyway. Let me help them. And this is like the unboxing Oh my god, it goes all the way. Oops. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, might as well I just help BYD do this. Oh, it looks so good now without that plastic. Come. This is how it feels when you buy a new car, I guess. Ooh, look at that. Oh yeah, it's less reflective once you take that off. So, oh, I spotted it. There we go. Oh, do you know how satisfying this is? Oh, see, that's the thing. Look at that. I didn't saw it just now. Now I see it. Oh, look at that. That's very nice. I found more here. Yeah. Let's do them a favor. And I can truly see the touch points, the beautiful touch points. Yeah. There's a nice texture to it. Right. So nice. Oh, I guess that's what you will do when you buy a car, right? The brand new one. And it's very nice to see and touch how the buttons feel instead of touching the plastics on top, because the whole car just feels really high quality, I have to say. Extremely high quality. Those are the little blues. That's what you remove when you do PDI, I guess. Okay, I will just remove one side. Oh, it's so nice. So nice. Oh, very metallic feel. Yeah, man. The other day I was like, what? Why does it feel plastic? Now only I realize it's cold to the touch. It's very nice. The buttons. And, oh, proper buttons, you see. Right, proper. Okay, this one activates the screen. This one changes the display over here. Cumulative, you know, your tire pressure. Oh my god. 300 plus kPa. Yeah, I guess EVs, huh? These are figures I'm not used to. Or could it be showroom pressure? Anyway, yeah, man, the interior is just a very, very nice place to be in. Diner audio. This one is pretty epic, right? This one is to look at my eyes and my face. Okay, so if I were to be driving, right, in D, and then I don't know whether it will tell now because I'm practically stopped, right? I'm not in motion. But if I'm moving, no, I'm trying to yawn, whether it will. Now, perhaps it only activates at a higher speed, but the moment I yawn, immediately this thing can see, and then it will give me a warning that, you know, you're yawning, you're tired, take some rest. Very nice, very reactive. The whole car just feels like you have top-notch processor inside. You know, a lot of cars, new ones, where they have screens and all that, but some of them just, you know, you just notice they are slower, they're not as smart. So you kind of trust them less. But in BYD's, right, I mean, this one is obviously newer than the Seal. Everything is so fast. The graphics, the visuals, you know, there's no lag at all. Everything is just super fast. Oh, you can make your car transparent, right? And then you press this, then you switch off the cameras, and this is your, you see, the icon mode. Look at that. The other day I was in another car. I forgot which one was it. Was it the G6 or was it another whatever car? You know, it just lags, you know, the screen. I mean, that's why BYD sells, I guess. And look at the graphics. Look at the graphics. It's amazing. And then I can turn on seat ventilation, right? For my seat here. There's no hard buttons for the seat ventilation. Yeah, I couldn't find it, but it's all right. Okay, make it quieter, right? This is your, look at that, car ionizer, air purification, right? And then excellent outside, excellent inside. Yeah, the air quality is good, right? And then automatic purification, auto internal circulation when the car is parked. Auto fan speed reduction during Bluetooth calls. Look at that, guys. Look at that. This is what I mean by the Chinese going above and beyond, apart from just manufacturing high quality interiors. They drive well, they are safe, they are just well built. Even these little things, they thought of it, right? All these small little things just makes people appreciate you. It is very important to let the consumer feel that you are smarter than them. That the car maker, actually this is whatever brand, it applies to whatever brand. It's something to do with marketing and branding. Let's say this is the line of smarter than, dumber than, and this is consumer expectation. You always want to be perceived, be understood that your brand is smarter than your consumers. That means if consumers always think that, Tesla occupies this, so whatever went wrong with Tesla, consumers will blame themselves first, right? Lexus is also here. A lot of premium brands, they're there, So when certain things go wrong, consumers will first think that, hey, is it me that operate it wrongly? Yeah, this is anyway. Small things like these actually adds up. Dyna audio, you can adjust, whether you want keystrokes, where you see there was a key toggle. Where is it? Hey, I saw it just now. Audio, cellular. Yeah, I forgot where was it. There's a toggle where every press of the screen you get a tuck, 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 get a sound. You can change the display, dark or light. You can change your desktop wallpaper, your clock, screensaver. You can have a screensaver. You can have a chronograph clock. Right, that's really cool. You see, everything is just snap. It's just fast, super fast. And I can be on this screen. I can adjust my aircon, and then I come back. Is where I am. I appreciate that. Some cars just went back to home. Oh my God, right? Yeah, straightforward, very easy, very, very easy to use. See, they even explain what it is. Oh, it remembers my settings. Whatever you set when you start the car, it stays there. All right. So it's a big screen. At times you will feel like, hey, there's nothing to do on this big screen. It's like it feels like what, because it looks like a computer or desktop computer interface. It almost feels as if you are seated in front of, when you're driving, right? You see this, let's say you're not listening to music or whatever, right? You're just driving, and then you see this thing, and then you continue driving, then you see it again, right? It almost feels as though you're sitting in front of your computer doing nothing when you're driving, which is correct, but you get what I mean, right? It's not like there is an active map here showing your car, and then another little widget showing your tire pressure or whatever. I mean, those things are here, I know, but that's just the feeling that I get, because this is home screen. This is home screen. Of course, you can listen to music, you can open your trunk, lock your doors and all that, which you can as well over here and there. And what else? Navigation. Yeah. Boom. But this is their in-car navigation. Of course, this one supports Android Auto. All right. And yeah. What else? That's about it. Press car. You can immediately jump to car. Set a quick access menu. Then these are all your apps. pretty much like operating a mobile phone. You see Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, album, 360 camera, which you can activate here as well, right? And what do I do to go back? Hey, there's a mode where I can see my whole car and I can play around with it. Anyway, okay, how you want it to be triggered. Let me try and look for the door unlocking locks. Okay, so what is digital key? Okay, no. Handle auto retraction. After 5 minutes, it will retract. Yes. Trunk opening height. I can adjust the height. And press and hold key fob to lock and close windows. Yeah. To open windows. Yeah. Handle switch to lock and close. Press and hold handle switch to. Or I can press the outside button to close the windows. To open the windows. Auto close windows in. Look at that. Look at that. So if you have your windows open and there's a rain sensor here that triggers the wipers, your windows will close. Auto window closing after locking. Perfect. Right? You lock the door and then the windows will go up. Auto window closing at high speeds. Yep. Auto power on, auto power off. Okay, I don't see an option whereby when I walk towards the car, it will play some lighting stuff. Ambient light, headlights height, headlights after exit, headlights before enter. Before enter? Oh, it means I unlock and then before. Intelligent courtesy light. I guess it's the one on the side mirror. Okay, intelligent chassis. The car handles really well, I have to say. For an SUV, it handles really well. I mean, all BYDs I've driven, they all handle well. Very comfortable as well. Yeah, there's so many things. But it's not convoluted. It's not like silly BMW having a large screen and then not knowing how to place them. Just jumble up everything. You see the Chinese, they make it so easy. It's so easy to understand. BMW is just animations upon animations, one layer, another layer, and then some you have to scroll up and down, you click, some after you click in, and then after 3 layers of menu, it's just one liner there. And sometimes, as long as you highlight that thing, and then you're done, sometimes you need to tick the box. It's just horrible. What BMW has now is just absolute horrible. Coming to this screen, it's not the most attractive looking, I have to say, but every information is there. I mean, I've seen some where they design it better, all right? They have better graphics or more attractive graphics, but I have no qualms with this because, again, it's almost like a desktop interface as well. You have the icons there, and then this one just floats on top, and then you press this button, it toggles that, and I guess that's about it. I don't see much that I can change, which is not needed. You have all your information there. Currently it's using 1 kW. Odometer 1003. So I really love the adaptive cruise control. Just one button, pop, it's on, and it turns on regardless of my speed. I don't need to intentionally speed up to the minimum speed to turn it on, like some Volvos. Wherever I am, I can be parked, I can be in a traffic jam, I can be halfway driving. I just turn it on, it's on, right? Now, in terms of the adaptive cruise control along with lane keep assist, it's a bit like, okay, in Cherries, they want to follow the middle of the road, right? In Cherries. And if you pull the steering wheel to the right side or to the left side, it disables everything, okay? That means if you don't listen to its lane keeping instruction, not assist anymore, right? It's lane keeping demand, then they will disable the whole adaptive cruise control. Now in BYD, it doesn't do that. You can pull it, and then it will just let you pull it to keep to left or right, and then it still keeps the adaptive cruise control, which is the radar, automatic braking. However, the force the force of it trying to come back here is rather strong. So you need to like actively pull it, and then it lets you do it, and then suddenly it reads the marker and like, bro, come back, and then you have to pull it again. So I'm not sure if the cars behind can see me. It's not crazy like that, but I guess it's minor movements, you know. Yeah, so when you turn it on, this one to increase speed, decrease speed, and I like this one. You see, two separate buttons, one to increase the distance, one to reduce the distance. Why do I say I appreciate that? A lot of cars, they just use one button for you to toggle, you know, far, nearer, near, very near, and then go back to far. So sometimes when you are driving at a higher speed or in adaptive cruise control, another car comes in, and sometimes you do not know which level you're at, and for you to reach the higher one, the further one, sometimes you miss it and then it goes back to the nearest one. You get what I mean, right? So let's say you're in level 3, but you forgot, you thought you're in level 2 or something like that, right? In terms of distance. So you press that button, it will increase level 3, and then maybe you press 2 times, but you're actually in level 3. So the moment you press, you overshot it, then the car will suddenly, oh, we're too near, you know? Get what I mean? So I appreciate that BYD has 2 separate buttons. This is, I would say this is a safety thing. Nearer, further, nearer, either way, okay? Just separate the buttons. Driving it, your thumb will get used to reaching them very easily. So I found myself not looking at this at all. At all. I don't even need to look at it. You know those new cars like Volkswagen or Audis, they have one single panel, and then they have the markers on top, Mercedes as well, I think. And then you have to really, I mean, when you press, it's the entire thing being depressed, but they register your touch on which part of that thing to know what you are intending to press. This is a silly thing. I don't know why car makers do that. You know, it's absolutely silly. How much can you save? How much can you save, right? Separate the buttons is the best, okay? And with that indentation here, right, it's so easy. I'm driving and then I know what I'm doing. I don't even need to look at it. I really do not need to look at it, okay? Now, the entire design of the cabin is nice, but also not surprising, not ugly. It's beautiful, but also it kind of just, I mean, if you take this, you take 50 other Chinese EVs, they all look 90% identical in terms of their DNA, you know. It's almost, yeah, all of them look the same now in terms of the design, but of course some differentiation here. Look at this part that sort of goes like that, and it is very, very nice material. This part, you know, this is a different leather than this, probably man-made. This one feels more like Alcantara, and it's repeated over here. Okay, it's a very nice material. Feels like Alcantara, and it's soft touch, and the insides is soft. Now, this whole thing has absolutely nothing to do with where I place my hands. It's wasted, I have to say. If this entire structure is mounted lower, as in this part connects here, this part connects somewhere here, this entire thing is down here, it would be so nice to be able to slot my palms in and just drive like that, you know. But it's up here, and I don't rest my palms like that. It's impossible to drive like that. You know, you can't. You're doing this, and then in long distance, sometimes you change hands. Your left hand will be holding the wheel, and then your right hand slots in. This one I noticed a few times as I was driving, and my arms are tired. I left it here. I noticed a few times my hands dropped. You know, not a complaint, just an observation. If I'm taller, I won't. Okay. This one feels good as well. This one is not consistent with Chinese or BYD absolute you know, like sharp, precise fit and finish. This one, okay. But other than that, I don't notice much about it. It's just overall super nice. Even these buttons, they feel so good. They feel so good to the touch. All right. This one is self-explanatory. No need to discuss over here. Everything is just very logic, very easy, and it's just overall nice. Okay. And this is nice as well. There's my palm here. You know, when they put a 4-spoke, right, it means they're trying to tell you that, hey, this is not a sporty car, but the car handles nevertheless, right? Leather covered, here's up display. Yeah, very nice. Frameless rear view mirror. The visibility to the rear is pretty narrow because of the slanting boot. Okay, I'll use this one. Look at that. Look at that. The lights just light up from behind, and it's a diffused light, so it doesn't glare at you, and it's a large mirror. You know, why can't car makers just give people large mirrors and you have it for the driver's side as well? Look at that. So nice. This little thing, and it's magnet. Alright. This one you touch to operate, touch to turn it off. This one just to open the panoramic roof blind, which is really nice. I appreciate it. I love cars with panoramic roof. Just makes the whole cabin feels airy, more airy than it should be. And the seats, my god, BYD seats. Excellent seats again. Alright. See, that's the thing. Any 3 Series owner, Mercedes C-Class owner, look what seats you get with Chinese cars. You only get this when you buy AMGs, right? You only get these type of seats when you buy AMG, like proper seats. Like you buy a Mercedes S-Class Coupe and you get this level of seats, right? But in Chinese cars, boom, that's what you get. All right, down here, the aircon vents are pretty low, okay? Of course, it's a nice thing to have your aircon vents here so you can blow at your phone because they heat up. However, look at that. They have an aircon blower here as well. And look at this. Any iPhone owners, can I ask, is this wireless charging faster than your cable charging? Because it's a fast wireless charging, 50 watt. Okay, of course, Samsung's no problem. We can charge high speed, fast wireless charging, 1 minute until full. Yeah, of course I'm 90%. All right, and then I can hear. Can you hear it? Right. You can hear it turning on. Hear that? There you go. It's off. Push this through. Now it's off. I put it back. There you go. All right. Okay, the turn signals is on the right side, which whenever I'm in a car that is so quiet, so comfortable, I naturally would try to flip the left one because that's what most premium European cars do, and this is Japanese cars. And Chinese cars, I have no idea. You know, sometimes it's here, sometimes it's here. I mean, between different brands, all right? But yeah, these are high quality stuffs, okay? Very nice feel to it. Wipers. I don't know whether you feel the same or not. I felt it's a bit short, the wipers. Doesn't reach up here. Small complaint, nothing to do with visibility. I mean, it's perfectly adequate, but why is it? Is it just me? Yeah, probably it's just me. Side mirrors. Okay, this is my driver's side. This is where my eyes, my vantage point. You see a good amount of my car, right? Now I light up the right side. I want to max it out. I want to push right side so that it shows more of the road than my car. And you will realize I cannot. That is the max. Okay, that is the max. However, on the passenger side, I can go a lot more, right? It doesn't make sense, right? Why? Because this is the exact part of a left-hand drive car, okay? In a left-hand drive car, your steering wheel is over there. That one can adjust way more than this one, or this is already on this max because it will be from that side. I can't imagine they have two sets of motor with different gears, one with a larger degree of turning, another with a lesser degree of turning. It's purely because I'm now seated on the driver's side and this is already maxed out, okay? But if I were to be on this side, it will be no problem, okay? But on a right-hand drive car that is made for right-hand drive market, you won't have that issue, okay? This is, again, a thing of, but why this is right-hand drive? So anyway, let's come down here. This is straightforward. You have buttons, but you know, it's exactly the type I mentioned. You know, the whole thing is one single panel. It depends on where you touch and then it registers what you're pushing, okay? So this is aircon on full control, auto, on-off button for the aircon, and this one is for the front windscreen heater. This one is to turn on and off the proximity sensors. This one is for your hazard lights, and then this one is for the auto hold. What is this? What does this do? Standard, larger, power. The only thing it toggles is this standard and larger. If somebody who knows, let me know. What does that do? This one is just straightforward volume. Okay, park, and this is a small little gear lever, okay? I used to laugh at these until I was in Thailand in my Aston for a good 2 weeks, and then I came back and I drove my BMW and my hand ran into my gear stalk. So I was so used to not having anything in the middle, and then as I came back and sat in my BMW, all of a sudden it made me realize, why do I want such a giant chicken drumstick in the middle of the car that hinders my access to things or just move around my arms? Now I'm a believer of tiny gear sticks, or even better, just learn from Aston, have little buttons, or even better, just learn from Mercedes-Benz, just put it over here as the gear stalk, okay? These are the cup holders, and interesting, you see these two buttons. So what do? This is a short bottle, right? This is a tiny bottle. It doesn't obstruct much. Imagine if it is a taller bottle, right? It will obstruct, right? So what they do is, oh my god, so deep. It can go so deep. Look at that. Isn't that thoughtful? Isn't that extremely thoughtful? Look at how deep that is. So you can put a relatively tall bottle of drink in your cup holder without it obstructing your other stuff. You know, some cars, they have really shallow cup holders, pointless. And then you press these buttons to raise them back up. Very nice. Again, I like this. This is exactly like how Audis and Volkswagens do. A very tight, strong hinge, so you don't need a click lock over here. Nothing much inside, just a compartment, and it's fully covered in felt. Very nice. And it's tight. But I appreciate Volkswagen Group's one even. Oh, what is this? This is from that. Oh, probably the rail. The rail with some, I don't know, some dirt. Oh, I don't know. Okay. So in Volkswagen Group's one, right? First, Audi, you can pull this. You can pull this so that it extends. And another thing is that when you raise it, you put it there, it sits there as your armrest. All right, but that's Audi. But this one is just a lid, okay? Nothing much. This one, see? Exactly like a premium car. Fully covered in felt. Very nice. And then down here, you have another compartment that is also covered in felt. And then you have a 12-volt socket, you have USB ports. Very convenient. and accessing it is easier than some cars. Some cars, this opening is really tight. Okay, very nice. That's the front passenger compartment. Overall, I think it's a fantastic cabin. It is super duper well built. And I'm worried for premium car makers, I have to be honest. Regardless whether this is ICE or petrol combustion car, okay? This level of build, this level of interior quality, when someone buys a BYD, which...
Yes?
Cancel.
Sorry, I don't think I understand.
Nothing, bye-bye.
Got it.
Hi, BYD.
Hello.
Turn off seat ventilation.
Okay, turning off seat ventilation.
See, I'm just guessing. Cancel.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just a guess. I mean, just think about it. When you buy a car like that now, all right, consumers, right? How do I put this? You know, all of us, we started off. I mean, we started off buying like when we are fresh grads, we bought a cheaper car or a used car, and then we have this goal, right? We work our way up in hopes of one day we upgrade our cars, you know, probably we go into a Toyota or a Honda, and then we have this dream, or one day I want to get into a Mercedes-Benz or an Audi or whatnot, right? The thing is, BYDs, they are like what, Toyota, Honda pricing, okay? And when you're seated inside something like this, you touch and feel all this, right? What can the Germans do to win you over next time? What can they do? The logo? I mean, we never liked the logo anyway. The thing is, traditionally when we buy a premium car, right, they are always better than the cheaper variants in every single thing, right? The speakers are better, the seats are better, high-speed stability is better, they're faster, they're more stable at high speeds. They're just better. They have a higher tech infotainment system, like when BMW came out with iDrive, Mercedes came out with Command and all that, right? And then you are in your Toyota and your Honda, and then you hop into your friends BMW and Mercedes, you're like, wow, so nice, you know, you get all that. And now the Chinese just come and boom. What can they do? You know, this is obviously a superior product than an EQE or EQS. Now, the i5 and i7 is significant, okay? They are huge, they are extremely comfortable, they're pliant, they are nice, they're proper products. But this, against the BMW i4, I'm not sure. I don't see where the i4 beats this as a buying proposition. Okay, let's go to the rear seats. Yeah, provided you are a first-time premium car buyer and it means a lot to you, then perhaps it makes sense. But for people like myself, like us, oh my God, it's so spacious at the back here. Damn, this is holy. It is so spacious here. That's the thing, man. Ayo. How, look at the cup holders. Now, this is what I mentioned just now, shallow cup holders. Yeah. Okay, you get it. Again, it's covered in felt. Magnetized. But there's no ports here. Okay, there's the armrest. The leather all feel really plush. This one, USB A and C. See the pockets, you can put your phone, put your iPad. The finishing is just excellent. All right. It's significantly longer than the one in front. Very nice materials all around. Dyna audio. And look at that. It is so nice. So nice. And the seat back angle, it is so comfortable. See, this one, you get what I mean, right? If it's here, I can slot my palms in. It's so comfortable and spacious. Of course, it will be a proper premium product if the aircon vents are also on the B pillar, okay? But it's so spacious. Look at that. It's so spacious. What's with this? Why is it so thick and this is so small? Airbags. Okay, let's check out the boot. The door angle is not, it's huge, so it's easy to get in and out, but the angle is not probably, this is probably close to 80 degrees, I guess. Very sporty profile. This is hilarious. 4.5S. They just straight up tell you the acceleration times as the spec you're getting. Oh, a little compartment here for your charger. That's it. The boot is decent. It's not ginormous. For if you compare this to another SUV that is of this size, obviously that one would have a larger boot. Okay. Speakers over here as well. That's crazy. Okay. These lights, they look diffuse, but I would appreciate if they are more inbound, so that I remember I was at a very dark place and I turned it on, right? They sort of glare me so I can't see the rest. Small complaint, small observation, not a complaint, okay? Again, who does this in new cars? Yeah. Okay. That's the powered boot. Not a very huge boot and not very deep. Blacked out C-pillars, so it looks really sporty, and then you have some spoilers on top. It's a good looking car, but also not extremely unique, but yeah, it's a good looking car. It looks premium. Looks premium. Using premium tires as well. 20-inch Michelins. Oh my god. Okay. There you have all the adjustments, lumbar and all that. Look at this. This is plastic, hard plastic. This one looks the same, right? But it's rubber. See? That's proper engineering. Yep. Very nice car, and for 199,000, which one would you go for? This one or the Seal? I think I'll go for this. But the Seal handles really well as well. The Seal is also very spacious. Basically, BYD wants 200,000, and you have two choices. You can have the SUV or you can have the sedan. And the Europeans are done. If they don't find a way out of this, they are done. I'm not even talking about whether it's EV or the range or whatnot. I'm talking about, at this price point, this type of build quality, interior, infotainment, all this. I haven't even talked about the drivetrain or the the smoothness of it, how fast it accelerates. And those are prerequisites, or the range or whatnot. You just have to think about this. This is 200,000, and if you are 400,000, when both cars are parked, how do you justify your extra 200,000? This is better fitted than an EQS, and it's straight up Audi build, finishing and all that. How? And I'm worried because I love these brands. I love the history of car making and all that. I love how they contributed towards the advancement and the progress of car industry and car manufacturing. They mean something to us car guys, these brands, these legacy brands. But come to think of it, if I were to be someone from, if I'm a refrigerator enthusiast in the 1920s, right? I probably would know which brand contributed, which brand invented the freezer compartment, which brand invented the, I don't know, air recirculation, which brand, you get what I mean, right? In the early days, probably who invented what matters and the brand matters, and there is a certain form of consumer loyalty. But as things go by, who the hell cares? That's the problem. Yeah. And if the premium brands don't buck up, it's not about it's not about them not bucking up. They have to figure out a way to differentiate themselves, because they came up with this. It is BMW who came up with this clear segregation. Oh, those are not premium brands. We are premium brands, right? Because before that, there's no such thing. You know, Ford would gladly produce a high-end presidential car with a Ford name, you know, and Opel would have a luxury car. Peugeot has a luxury car, but it was BMW along basically the three Germans that sort of played up this whole thing, this segregation. And the Chinese are here to break it. Tell me how premium you are. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. And these are just the entry, early, you know, see what they have in China? Karaoke, passenger side can play YouTube and all that. When those things come, you're like, done. You know, you've seen those, right? The front seat can fold down and fold in so that the rear passenger, in a C-segment car, the rear passenger can have executive lounge, because this one extends out and then this one folds down, the whole seat goes into the footrest and then that seat extends out. In a C-segment EV car, those cars in China, it's crazy. So when all those starts pouring out to the world, showing people what is possible, what can my dearest premium German brands or Swedish brands, I mean, Volvo is in a better position. Volvo is in a much better position. They just need to consolidate their models and stop looking at the Germans as competition, but looking at the Chinese as competition. Yeah, they don't have to look at the Germans anymore for Volvo. Yeah. All right. Let me reverse the car out. Oh, there's a reminder there. I'm not wearing my seatbelts, even though I'm in my condo. I think I should. And just look at the screen. Look at the screen. How clear is that? The rendering and all that is crazy. Oh, and look at this. Porsche is okay. Porsche is safe. It's an enthusiast brand. But we'll see. We'll see how well the Macan sells. The EV Macan, we'll see. All right. Because the EV Macan will have to compete with these. And of course the Porsche brand is still there. They handle well, they drive well. I mean, I've driven the Taycan and all that. I'm just worried because I've driven quite a number of Mercedes EVs recently, and I am struggling to find how much better those cars are and to justify their selling price. And again, repeat, I'm not talking about the range. I know the Chinese have a price advantage with range versus price because they get batteries cheaper. I'm solely talking about their old game of giving you cheaper plastics, cheaper seats in an A class, and then let you upgrade your path to an E class. You know, the kind of product differentiation. Yeah, dangerous game. All right, cheers.